Hello. Hi guys. How are you?
Logging in?
Are they on?
Are
Hey,
you guys,
Jeannie in
are
the
you guys
bottle.
still got the itis?
Are they still hung over?
Sam's got, hey! All right, now we're logging in. We see people jumping in. Hello, Marriage for Real.
Hey, guys, first.
Family?
Yay!
Hey,
yes,
y'all.
welcome for being the first one.
in,
Analysis
yes.
here. Welcome.
How y'all
welcome
doing tonight?
To you. Miss Christy Love is
Christy
in the
Love,
house.
all right.
Is it Sexy Skins?
Sexy Skins.
Welcome, greetings.
Hello, blessings.
Orlando.
How's
My
everybody
mom was
doing?
actually here for the holidays from Jacksonville. So
yes.
wonderful.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Pearl.
Forgive us if we don't get some of these names. We're getting old.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to help us.
But
sometimes the way they're spelled, it looks.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
See, in Atlanta,
Hello.
ATL in the house.
Hi.
All right. How's
Chosen
it going?
Faces is on tonight.
Jax,
Welcome.
what's happening?
Perfect.
Woohoo.
We said it. Oh, perfect rain.
Thank you.
Girl.
I'm assuming you're talking to her because she's always looking great. Me, I'm the plus one. I'm the exception.
Hello, Dr. Cheryl.
Hey, Dr. Cheryl, how's it going?
Thank you
Christy
for
Love,
inviting
hello.
followers.
Thank you all for inviting. Hey, Dust. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. All right, praise God.
And we want to first start saying thank you to our replay viewers for watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much for watching. Sound off. How was everybody's holiday?
Yes, we have.
Okay?
We've seen you guys for a short
for a
time.
little bit. If you guys caught us when we were thinking about you guys on Thanksgiving, and we got together with my brother and sister, literally.
Yes.
From His and Her Money, and my brother and sister, literally from Married with Goals.
Hey,
hello.
Mystica.
Yeah. Hey, Mystica, how's it going, sis? All right. And so we just hope that you guys knew that we were thinking about you over the holiday. We did not take an entire break off because we did scope on Thanksgiving.
We had a friend die on Thanksgiving Eve. So sorry to
so
hear
sorry.
that.
Our prayers and our condolences go out
absolutely.
to your friend and their family. God bless you too. All right,
so
welcome.
Sorry to hear that.
Welcome. So once again, let's get started. We got some people in the house, and we're gonna. Yes, we are very sorry for the young Butler's loss, and we will be praying for his friend's family and for himself. And our condolences go out here from Marriage for Real. Hey, how's it going?
What you knew about Periscope first? The McNeely's His and Her Money were on first.
I knew about it
Dwayne
first.
knew about it first.
I knew about it first. I actually turned His and Her Money onto Periscope, and I actually had the first account for my comic book art, and I didn't know how to quite apply it. And she's gonna shoot out. And so I actually, told my sister and my brother, her husband, about it, and then they jumped on, and they've been killing it ever since. And they ended up sending people our way when we decided that we wanted to start scoping. How long have we been on here? We've been here now. We've been on Periscope going on
3 months.
3 months. 3 months.
Yes.
We've been on 3 months, and we never expected it to become what it's becoming. We just got on here telling our business, quite honestly. I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's your phone. But if you guys are picking us up loud and clear, we can go ahead and get this party started.
Love, Ty, and
yes,
talent.
we love
Absolutely.
them. Yes, absolutely.
Did you tell them how to invite and all that stuff?
Well, I haven't even done a formal introduction because you got up.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, she's kind of jumping the gun on me. She's ready to get in it tonight. Okay, so welcome to Marriage for Real. I'm your brother D.
And I'm Toy.
And who are we? Okay, we are two, not quite too old, but old enough folks. We've been married for almost 21 years. We've raised 4 incredible young children. And we are not doctors. We're not counselors. We are not certified life coaches or anything like that. What we are licensed and ordained ministers. And we love marriage and we love God's people. And with that being said, we have been through it all, folks. You name it, we've been through it. And that's what qualifies us. What qualifies us is 20 plus years of trial and error. We should be divorced. According to the world standard, we should have been divorced a long time ago. Okay? But we survived. And we're here to share with you how we survived and what we've learned through this very rocky journey that has brought us to this side of marriage, which is fantastic. In love again, loving one another, moving forward.
Just getting married. Okay, first.
Oh, you're getting married tomorrow.
Getting married tomorrow. Congratulations. Wow. And Dr. Cheryl got a job as a professor. Woo!
Dr. Cheryl, woo!
Yes,
congrats.
Congratulations,
all right.
Ned Riley, on your nuptials on tomorrow.
Congrats, Ned.
So tonight's just for you.
Yes, absolutely. Because guess what we're talking about, Ned Riley?
I do marriage vows.
We're talking about marital vows.
Yes.
How about that for timing?
So,
okay,
girl.
So, how do you invite? If you're on an Apple device, swipe to the right. Click invite. Click the little Tweeter bird, whatever. You can invite on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, okay? And if you're on an Android device, swipe up and invite. If you think this is for somebody who could bless somebody, or you just think that we're acting crazy and we're stupid and you think people might get a laugh, have them tune in, okay? But we hope to say something that's going to bless you tonight.
Yes, and as you all do, want to continue to tap those hearts on the screen, because what that does, that moves us up the Periscope scale when people are looking for marriages and good information. So thank you for
all
tapping those
colors.
hearts. We thank you.
Yes.
And so on tonight, my son loves Batman. He's 4.
Have him watch me at Kapow. Okay, I have another Periscope channel called Kapow School. It's at Kapow School. And I'm actually a professional comic book artist.
Yes.
And believe it or not, I worked on Batman years ago on the animated series when I was an intern at a studio here in the Chicagoland area. And so I love to draw. I do comics for a living. One of the things I do for a living. So have your son tune in at Kapow School.
Yes. And so on tonight, how many first of all, you getting married on a Monday?
On a Monday. It doesn't matter when.
That's awesome.
It
right?
doesn't
That's
matter
awesome.
when.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Don't matter. Get it
So,
done.
how many people love to go to weddings? I love to go to weddings because I love to see the first brand new couples when they come out and they say those vows, right? And they're all in love.
That's a woman thing.
I love it because it reminds us of the vows we made.
That's a woman. I love marriage. I don't love going to weddings.
I do.
Okay, but I do love marriage. Okay, and that's just a man thing. I don't think many men enjoy going to weddings. Most of us don't.
Yes,
you know,
marriage is another job.
But I love weddings. I love the thought of someone making this thing real. You know, and that does move me. But the actual process.
Well, I love when two people come together and they're saying their vows. It reminds me of the vows that we said 20 years ago.
Thank you.
And it reminds me, it kind of reignites in me the vows that we said. It reminds
It takes
me.
you back there, huh?
It takes me back there. You said it's not a woman thing. You don't like weddings, Miss Tika. You just love. Well, maybe it is. I just love the love, but I love the vow part. It's almost kind of funny because when people get married and they say those vows,
greater than wedding. You're absolutely right.
they're so in tune to them vows and they mean them vows until the marriage happens.
Yeah. See, the
Wedding?
wedding, people live for the wedding, but they never really calculate the marriage.
Yeah.
They got this wedding budget, but they really ain't got the marriage budget going.
Nope.
Okay, and the marriage budget is something totally different.
You can't even pay it all at once.
You got to go on installments of
Yes,
the marriage budget. Seriously, it's pay as you go. The marriage budget is pay as you go. Okay,
And you gotta pay what you owe.
right? He gonna pay what he owe. That's a Boondocks reference. I love cartoons.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, wedding and marriage are two
different
totally
things entirely.
different things.
Entirely.
Sometimes people get married and think that the marriage is an extension of the wedding.
Or representative.
What the wedding's gonna look, the marriage is gonna look like.
Yeah, the marriage oftentimes looks nothing like the wedding.
Yes.
Okay, the wedding will be off the chain. We're talking long trains with little baby girls holding the stuff coming down.
People celebrating.
And little people tossing flowers and fairies flying all over the place and doves and whatnot. And we didn't seen it. We don't like to see it, but we've seen it. All this effort put into the wedding and very little put into the marriage.
Yes. Yes.
Two different things. Let's not get it twisted, folks. Okay? Let's learn how to budget and plan for our marriage, not just our wedding.
Yes. And so tonight, if you are kind of in the situation where you kind of forgot those vows, we're here to remind you, right? We're here to remind you what you said. Because sometimes you have to go back and say, I said that?
For real?
Yep.
Are you sure I said that?
Yes.
In front of God and man? I committed to that?
Yes.
What is a vow, people? I mean, come on. Does anybody know what a vow? Yeah, still divorce while still paying off the wedding.
Very
exactly.
true. Very true.
We've seen that, sadly but true. Sadly but true. Yeah.
So you want to tell what the vow is?
What do you mean?
The vow. What does a vow mean?
Oh, I want to know, do they really know the significance of vows, okay? Vows are an emphatic statement before witnesses and before God that you establish something as being true and that you would live your life and die for it. That's what a vow is. A vow isn't a promise.
Yeah.
Okay, a vow is a little bit deeper than a promise. All right, look it up. Okay, it's kind of life binding is what a vow is.
Yes.
All right, because you've made it in front of witnesses and God.
It's a covenant, as someone else said.
Yeah, it's a covenant of the highest order is what a vow is, okay? And that, like I said, you're putting your life on it. How people say, man, I swear on my wife and kids. No, you are vowing on your soul when you make a vow, okay, before God and witnesses. I think if we thought about it that deeply, we wouldn't be so quick to break.
Yes. Even the word tells us don't make a vow quickly.
Yeah.
But now we just think we can say we're getting married and get married and then like, oh, we're done.
Yes.
We're done.
Yes.
So let's and move on to somebody else. So let's just kind of remind you on tonight real quick of those vows. The first thing you did, you said, I choose.
Is a vow and the covenant the same? I would say so because they're binding. I would say so, absolutely. I would just say a vow is a covenant of the highest order, okay? Which is why the Bible is so specific on the parameters with which it can only be broken. Do you understand? And we find ourselves finding all these loopholes, okay, to try to stay within those parameters that God ordained as to which it would be broken. And I don't have it with me right now, but I actually have a list. Actually, we might end up putting that into a document under how the Bible orchestrates the grounds in God's eyes for divorce, not ours. Mm-hmm. But I'd say a vow and a covenant are similar. I may not have a dictionary, or reputable proof of it. I believe that a vow is a covenant of the highest order.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so when the first things, now we know some of you said your own personal vows and you made up your own personal vows, but I'm pretty sure that it was on the lines of this, right? Because even though you wrote your own, it's a blessing, but be ready for the work so you wouldn't break your heart. Cause I know, because Perfect Rain says she's a little bit nervous. Yeah. Nervousness is normal. You guys, I got married when I was 19, right?
And I was 22.
And Dwayne was 22.
Yeah.
And so at 19, the first thought in my mind on the night before my wedding was, this is forever.
You're still nervous, Miss Chrissy.
Right, forever. Yeah. Forever is a long time.
Welcome,
hey, Miss Keisha, how are you?
Yes.
Forever is a long time. But here's the thing. Like you do everything else, take it one day at a time.
That's it.
Take it one day at a time, but be mindful that this is forever.
Yes.
But you're taking it one day at a time.
And I want to encourage you guys, as you're listening to us, please invite and tap the screen with hearts. I know that sometimes we can be kind of entertaining and this topic is kind of deep, and some people actually take notes, we found out. I didn't know you guys were actually doing that. But make sure you give those hearts every periodically so that we know that we're not speaking to ourselves in this little Samsung phone. Okay? So we know that you're still here with us. Keep going. Right.
So the first thing that we say when we're ready to get married, and we're
thank you,
and we're saying our vows. The first thing the pastor or minister will have you do.
She told them what that said Thanksgiving.
Oh well, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Is to say, I choose you. I, Toy.
Wow.
Take you, Dwayne.
Let's stop there.
I choose.
That is powerful.
You.
That is powerful. Me and my wife, we've actually spoken on this before. The power of that statement. I don't know if we're going to get all this done in one
sitting. If we don't, that's fine.
In time for your wedding, I would like to get this done, but I don't know if we're going to get this whole thing done in time for your wedding. So if not, at least we're giving you something in time for your wedding. But I choose you. That's the first line in most vows. Dwayne Perry, take, whatever you want to say, LaToya, to be my lawfully wedded wife. That statement is a pronouncement to the world that you have claimed another human being, that you have bound yourself to another person on this planet. If we thought about this, how heavy and weighted that statement is, okay? I've often said the value of her love to me is wrapped up in the fact that she chooses me. Out of all the men in the world, millions of men that make more money, that are more handsome than me, that are more flawless, that have more things going on, okay? Out of all the men in the world, she chose to tie her life to mine, okay? She's not forced to do it. She's not placed in servitude. She chose me. The ability to choose is a powerful gift of God.
Because that just means there's other options.
It means there's other options.
Yeah.
That means there's other options. And don't get it twisted. Everyone's got options.
Yeah.
Everyone's got options. But when your spouse says that they choose you,
yes,
that's heavy.
Yes.
That means they don't necessarily just want you. They don't never need you. They want you. That's what that means.
Yes.
They want you. That means they could get elsewhere, possibly, But there's something in the makeup and the constitution that's you. There's something that you brought in this relationship. There's something that resonates with me, with you, that I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Powerful. That's line number one.
That's
y'all.
line number one. I choose you. I've made you my pick and choice. I've selected you out of all of the others, and I found you to be the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Deep. That's
You
deep.
don't do that
You don't do that.
haphazardly.
No.
You don't make those selections and get divorced after 45 days, 15 days, 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
I choose you, right?
Right.
To be my wife or my husband, right? That's the next thing, to be my spouse. That means to be my partner, to be my, as we would say today, my ride and die, the person who's going to witness the rest of my life by my side. That's when you say to my husband or my wife.
Yes.
The person who's going to be my teammate for the rest. Yes, Ms. Tika, beat me to the word. My teammate
Yes.
for the rest of our lives. I choose my teammate right now before God and men for the rest of my life. On the day that you said that.
Despite your junk, despite
Yes.
your history, despite
Yes.
your flaws, despite what you said to me last year, despite that fallout that we had, okay, we done came to this point and we've decided there's no other person on this planet for me but you. That's really what you're saying. That's what you're going to be saying tomorrow, okay?
Was it?
We missed that last question.
All that you listed, just about.
Yeah, all that you listed.
All that you listed.
Yeah.
Yep, all that you listed.
The one who will help you get the 8 gym badges. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Right. So from this day forward, that's the next words. From this day forward, Miss Chrissy, you can go back and you can look at. We're on Catch Me. We're trying to get through this, but we're on Catch Me, and I know you're about to get. Is she about to get married tomorrow?
Which one's trying to get married tomorrow?
Is it Miss Chrissy?
What are the trials and errors of you for? Who?
That's what I was about to send them to.
Send them to the YouTube.
You can go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Or you're about to. Yes.
Yes.
Or you're about to. No.
No abuse ever.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
That's what I said. Just about all.
No. Yeah, there are certain lines that you do not cross.
Yeah.
But that first one, yes. That first one, yes.
And so
YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube or go to our past Catch Me videos.
Catch.me.
Catch.me and go to Marriage for Real. We have about 60 videos on there. So we're not trying to shut you down, but we got to get through
this one right here.
And there's a lot of days that we hop on that we do Q&As.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cheryl.
Yes. We do Q&As a lot of days, so you can feel free.
Like Tuesday.
Tuesday's
a Q&A.
Yeah, Tuesday's
we answer
Q&A.
everything you throw our way.
Yes.
Everything. Emotional abuse. Yeah, we answer all of that.
Yes.
Okay. Or you can also email us. If you see that our Marriage for Real support, they pop up the email address. You can email us if you really have something that's really on your heart that you want to share, and we do respond.
We do.
To all the emails. We respond.
Mom, you want to pop your head in? No?
No.
My mom's in town from Florida, you guys. I'm excited.
Yes, her twin.
Yes. Okay, and so the next you say, for better
or for worse.
Or for worse.
Oh, what y'all say that for?
No, babe, we just do the better.
No, that's all we do is the better, y'all.
We only do the better.
Y'all can just kick out that for worse part, okay? And y'all will be all right.
They saying, hey, Mom.
They saying, hey, D, Mom. You know, that's sarcasm, right?
Y'all about to make us answer all these questions, right? Because, so listen. So someone said, we've been doing 19 years of marriage, and this is our worst year yet. You have to see our video on seasons. Yes. You have to. There's a video on, I think, catch.me.
Right.
And it's the 4 seasons of marriage. You have to, Pam, you said that. It's the 4 seasons of marriage. They ain't gonna let us finish because you know what.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
go and answer, babe. See, y'all do this to her. See, because I have to yield to my wife because of her heart is so tender. Me, I'm ex-military. I'm a police officer, so I'm like tunnel vision on the mission.
Stay on topic.
Okay, but y'all answer these questions, so I'm gonna have to yield to my wife because she wants to answer all y'all's questions. So we're gonna kind of veer here from the vows, okay, to answer your questions. Go ahead, babe.
They say stay focused. Okay, we're gonna stay focused. I just need one person to say stay focused. Okay. Okay. All right. So then next, moving on real fast. From this day forward, meaning from this day right here, you have chosen at this point to make your spouse the one and only, your teammate for the rest
for
of your
better
life.
or for worse.
For better.
What does that
or
look
for worse.
like? See, we always
We
think
can answer that question right now.
We always think that we're ready for that worst part. See, because the moment we make that vow, we're caught up in the wedding day.
We're caught up in the better.
We're caught up in the honeymoon to follow immediately after.
Yes.
We're caught up in the reception. We're caught up with, oh, guess who showed up today?
Yeah.
You know, we're caught up in, oh, I love him. I'm going to spend the rest of my life. But when we get to that part, what's the worst look like, you all? Major illness. Yes, that's part of the worst.
Yeah.
Okay? Loss of job, loss of income. That's part of the worst, y'all.
Yeah. Financial issues.
Infidelity.
Infidelity.
That's part of the worst, okay?
Yeah.
You know, but we're not ready for that. We think we're ready.
Nobody thinks about the worst. And if they think about the worst, you know what the option is? We get a divorce.
Get a divorce. Because
that ain't what you said.
That's not what you said.
You said for better
or for worse. Death of a child.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely the worst.
You said for better or for worse.
And if you're asking, let me tell you, folks that are popping up these suggestions on what the worst looks like, I pray that that's not your situation. But if it is, you get it. Okay, you get it. And what makes me so angry are those that student loans. That's part of the worst. And people don't belittle that. Okay?
Finances.
Number one cause of divorce. You don't believe us? Ask my brother and sister at his and her money.
Yeah.
Number one cause of divorce. Death of the child.
She said
yes.
Unknown child support.
Unknown child support. It happens.
Yep.
Okay. Can't make this stuff up. Y'all out there living drug addiction. Y'all out there living in real life. That's why this is marriage for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all out there living in real life. We don't live in some Candyland, made for TV reality show.
Sure.
Do you understand? This ain't the Kardashians. Okay. Because we've been seeing a lot of the worst and they just jump. Okay. We're not doing all of that here. You all are real folks in real situations, and real life happens.
Yep.
And when we say these vows, we're not prepared for the worst part. Yep. And you got to know that it's coming, people.
Yep.
This is not a curse on your marriage. This is not gloom and doom. It's coming.
Yeah.
Why? Because you made a vow before God.
Yeah.
You think the enemy's not going to attack your marriage with something significant, with something diabolical? It's coming.
Yes.
Wow, drug addiction. Wow.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. That's the worst, and we're not ready for it.
No.
But can you endure it? We're here to tell you you can.
You can.
You can.
You can.
Okay? We've seen it.
Yep.
We've lived it.
We've lived it.
We've absolutely lived it.
We've lived it, yes.
Praise God.
And so you say, what? You say, so how do you get through the worst?
Scriptures for what exactly? Let me know
what solves if divorce doesn't. So here's the thing. And so because you have two people and you have a situation that is totally
I understand.
We understand. We understand that.
And the Lord understands that. Okay? Because there's actually scriptures that outline the reason outside of adultery for divorce. But it also has instructions for you to do after that.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. And so you say, what is the answer? Because you have two different people and every situation is different. First, we're going to start out with that. And you have to have two people on the same page, kind of the way at least, right? But first, the one said prayer. Saw that word prayer pop up. Yes. Prayer. But you can't. Yes. Prayer works. God, yes. But you got to put the work.
Got to put the work
behind the prayer.
Faith without works is dead, y'all.
You have to put yourself out of the way.
Yes. To
make it work. So when we come across problems in our marriage, the first thing that we identify as the enemy,
hello, CJ,
as the first person we identify as the enemy is our spouse.
Yes. You
right.
Always fast for your spouse.
Yes. We identify our spouse as the enemy. And that's one thing that kind of hooked us up in the first few years of our marriage was we always thought one another was the enemy.
Yeah.
Always thought that if something bad happened, it's either I dropped the ball or that he dropped the ball, right? Right. Work without prayer is dead too, right? So people can say pray all day long, but then you got to do some work.
Yes.
You got to do some work. And the part of it is, you all, we spend so much time looking at the problem. We never look at how are we the team going to fix this?
Right. You're supposed to fix it.
No, you're supposed to fix it.
You caused it.
You the man.
You supposed to handle the house and all the issues. I was supposed to bring the food home.
Who said that?
I don't know. Where was that written?
I don't know.
But we're a team, y'all.
Right.
Okay. And last time I checked, a team divided never wins.
Yep.
Okay. Never
a
wins.
house divided against itself cannot stand. Right.
Period.
And so here's the thing. both of you may not always be on the up and up together, right? Both of you may not be always like, there's some days I'm doing real good and I'm real strong in my faith, and he's not. And some days he's like, girl, come on now, what was you saying yesterday? Let's get it moving, right? But it's my job to help support this man, right? Support him. And it's his job to do the same.
Yes.
Sometimes we can look at our spouses and they have an issue that it just gets us to our core, right? Right, you gotta lift each other up. What if they feel like they do the work because they feel like you are at fault?
Let me tell you something. When you married your spouse, you married everything that comprises your spouse.
Say that, babe.
Including their shortcomings.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. If you make it a problem. The problem is, in the eyes of God, his shortcomings are now your shortcomings because you all are one.
Yeah. And we forget that message.
Cricket.
They're not talking now.
Cricket. No hearts. Where the hearts at, y'all? I just see Mystica's hearts. When you all marry and become one in the eyes of God, your spouse's flaws become yours. They're not mutually exclusive. They are joined. They are composite. They are unified. Do you understand? So, the flaws that you see in your spouse, correct in yourself. Pray in yourself. Do you understand? You have an obligation to fill those gaps.
Yes.
They're not just his or hers. They're now us problems.
So, listen to this, because I know I said it before. But I know that we have some new viewers on tonight, so I'm going to say it right now, right? And so I remember some years and years and years ago, someone had broken into our house, right?
Yes.
Broke into our house, stole our computer, just stole a ton of stuff. And my husband at that time, he was on the Chicago Police Department, right? And so we got home late at night after we had found someone that broke into our house. And y'all, he was angry. And you know that when your spouse...
Black man with a gun.
When
angry.
Your spouse is like he can be mad, but when a man sees that somebody else has hurt their home or hurt their wives or hurt their children, it takes their anger to a whole nother. Well, welcome to our new
All right, welcome. You see my jaw gritting as she tells the story. Okay?
Right. It took his anger to a whole nother level. This man left out the house with his gun. Oh, praise the Lord! Thank you.
Thank you.
This man left out the house with his gun. Right. It went from anger to rage. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, somebody gonna get hurt. He gonna kill somebody. All these things. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. And he said, pray for anger. Pray against anger in yourself.
And wait, before she goes any further, found out who did it.
Yeah,
I actually found out who did it, y'all. Okay, so prayer works.
He said, pray for anger in yourself. And I said, but Lord, I ain't mad. Like, I ain't mad. He's the one mad, Lord. What do you mean pray against anger in myself? And it's like almost like the Holy Spirit was frustrated. And he said, when you understand this, I see you as one flesh. We so often in our marriage see it as hers and his. The Lord sees it as, when you made that vow, it became this.
That's it.
One. When he looks at you, he doesn't just see you. He sees your spouse with you. Right, God math. The two became one. So he said to me, begin to pray against anger in yourself. And so y'all, after a minute, I'm like, okay, Lord, is this some witchcraft or something? Like, what's going on here? So I begin to rebuke anger. I begin to rebuke anger in myself. And y'all, that man came back down. He walked in that house calm, cool, and collected. Y'all, literally, I'm like, this is some black magic. This is some root stuff, Lord. This is something supernatural. But it was something supernatural because we don't even understand the power that we have when we get married.
We don't.
We think that we have to accept any and everything that happens to us. That is not true.
Let's back up a little bit, okay, on that power part.
Go ahead.
On that power part, I really want you guys to get, if we don't get through all the vows tonight, I really want you guys to get the power that comes from being married. The power that comes from being unified.
Yes.
Okay? When two become one, I've said this once before, you can check out previous scopes. For those of you all who are new, you're going to hear it for the first time. Those of you all who are not, humor me, okay? But when two become one, in heaven and in earth, God establishes for something to be, God ordained that for something to be established, there must be a witness. There must be a witness, okay? Even in law today, everything has to be manifested and ordained and established by a witness. Who saw it? Who can testify to it? Who said, yes, that is so, or no, it's not so? Do you understand? And so when two become one, We have the benefit of two, but the power of one.
Yes.
Okay? The benefit of two means whatever I establish now, I have a witness that is bound to me.
Yes.
Do you understand? I have a witness that can piggyback off of everything that I declare on earth to be done that God said he would declare in heaven. I bind it here, he binds it there. I loose it here, he looses it there. Why? Because I have a witness. Dwayne, who is your witness? LaToya, step forward. Okay? Do you understand? Troy, who is your witness? You declared such a thing. Who is your witness? Dwayne, step forward. Lord, I bear witness to what she says. As according to your word, it is done. That's the power of two. But he sees you as one. So I get the benefit of praying and carrying her to the throne on my behalf. And vice versa. If I miss something, Lord would say, well, you're covered, bro.
Because here's another thing that happened, right? And that was the second thing that happened. This is what the Lord was kind of frustrated with me because I didn't get it the first time. I was in prayer, and oftentimes in prayer, I could see myself going before the throne of God. I could see myself going into the Holy of Holies, blah, 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 blah. In my mind's eye, not my third eye, my mind's eye, y'all. Don't get all superficial and strange.
Stay with us.
Stay with us, right? But in my mind's eye, I could see myself going into before the Lord. And oftentimes I could see someone next to me, right, in prayer. I could see somebody next to me in prayer. And I didn't say anything for the first few times in prayer.
Smith, you're right.
I didn't see anybody. I didn't say anything to the Lord the first few times in prayer. But finally I said, Lord, like this is supposed to be an intimate time between you and I. Why is this other person here every time I come in prayer? And he said, daughter, that is your husband. When you come to me in prayer, he comes to me in prayer. I see you as one flesh. Y'all, we need to get that revelation like no other. You are not two people. You're not separate at all. You're not. And when you start seeing yourself as two individuals going on this journey together, God sees you as one person.
This is why the enemy seeks to divide us.
Yes.
See, because when he divides the marital union, God's math is made null and void.
Yes.
Do you understand? God's math says one shall put 1,000 to flight, but two shall put 10,000 to flight.
One shall chase 1,000.
One shall chase 1,000, two shall chase 10,000.
Yes.
The word, that's God's math, okay? But we have the benefit of two.
Yes.
While God sees us as one.
Yes.
Okay? Us working together as individuals, but working together, we have the benefit of two. When he says where two or more are gathered together in my name, there shall I be in the midst of them. Guess what? God says, you know what? That's a legal loophole. Yep. See, because when Dwayne and Toy join hands and come before my throne, I'm there. Okay? Yep. I'm in their crib. I'm in the grocery store. Wherever I'm there. But because I see them as one, should Dwayne be caught slipping, should Dwayne not be on his spiritual square, in his word like he should, on his knees like he should, the woman of God can come before me and I honor that household.
Yes.
I bless it, okay?
Yes.
Because I see them as one. Y'all not taking advantage of God's
You're not.
Okay? Bone of my bone, flesh. Yes, absolutely. The power of two, the benefit of one.
Yes.
Okay? But we let these trivial things come in.
Yes. That's power, right?
That's power. We let these trivial.
We don't tap into.
Yes, that is untapped power. Do you understand? But we let these trivial things come in and keep us divided. They keep us at one another's throat. Okay? Despite the fact no one marries their enemy. Yes. We forget that. At what point do you allow your spouse to become your enemy? You didn't marry your enemy. I don't make vows with my enemies.
Nope.
Who makes vows with their enemies? The word says we should make peace with our enemies. He says nothing but making vows with our enemies.
Yep.
Do you understand? I'm married what God intended for me to cling to for the rest of my life. And now you're going to be my enemy?
Yep.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, but we forget. And the enemy knows we forget. He bombards us with all this stuff, all these distractions, all these hurdles, all these little potholes and pitfalls. Do you understand? And all of a sudden, that beautiful 19-year-old girl that I married looks like the Jezebel from Hades.
Yeah.
You understand? Ain't nothing changed but my perception of her.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing.
Yeah. We need to get over it. And that's the thing.
Yes.
That's the thing. We can look at our spouse, and I know someone threw something on here about infidelity, and I saw it, and it's not like we skating past it or trying to go through it. We're not. We're trying to continue.
Yes.
Right? The vows are for life. That's why the devil attacks a marriage. Get over yourselves too. Absolutely.
And we can't work in the power.
Right.
That is hidden in marriage.
You have to work in the power. And here's the thing. I want to say something to you that the Holy Spirit said to me. Even about that, when you said so here's a woman comes along and she may be able to tap into his manhood, into his flesh. Well, this is what the Holy Spirit said to me. He said, I ordained you only to be able to speak into that man's spirit. See what happened when we stood before a God and man? There was an exchange that happened. When the Bible says, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Yes. And he finds favor with the Lord. Yes. When this man found me as his wife, he found his favor.
I found my favor.
I unlocked, Main Street. Yes. I unlocked the favor. So only Toy can open that. Yes. Only anything or anybody else is operating out of their lane. Oh, yeah. And cannot do anything more than speak to that flesh. Yeah, anybody can do that.
Any ratchet can speak to the flesh. Yes. Okay, that's the truth. The only woman on this planet has been able to speak to my spirit. Okay, any ratchet can unlock the draws. Okay, but only one person has been gifted and graced by the Lord to unlock my gifts. Yeah. Do you understand? To unlock my favor. Yes. You feel me? Only one. Okay, so don't get distracted by the little stuff. See. All the hotness, all the legs and all that stuff that we see walking around us, that's the distraction.
Now
that's
the good-looking men.
That's the okie doke. Okay, all them six packs and square jaws
and hairlines down to here.
Yeah, seeing mine used to be down here. Now it's running away from my eyebrows. Okay.
Yes.
All that stuff is a distraction. Do you understand? Because the Lord gave me the key to my favor. Do you understand?
Yes,
the Lord gave me the key that unlocks my favor. It's her.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. Yeah, she can unlock the draws, but she can't unlock my favor. Yeah. She can't unlock my blessings. Yes. You understand? She can't speak to the core that is me. Yeah. She can't. Okay. She can speak to
your natural man.
My natural man, my temporary situation. And that's dependent upon what I tell her. Yeah. Do you understand? But she doesn't know how to read when I walk in and from a day and she says, "Babe, what's wrong?" And I ain't said nothing. I'm in the house 20 seconds. "Babe, what's wrong?" Yeah. Okay. Why? Because our spirits are linked. Okay, and I ain't said nothing.
Yes.
Ain't nobody been able to do that but her.
Yep.
You felt?
And vice versa.
And vice versa. She can walk in like, okay, what happened today?
What?
Do you understand? What happens is if your
spouse rebels.
Like we're talking against spiritual things. I see hearts stopping. Are we still live? I want to make sure we're still on. Okay.
I'm seeing people fall off.
Yeah, I'm seeing people fall off because I'm seeing no hearts. Are you guys taking notes or taking a break or using the bathroom?
Here they go.
Okay, all right, because it went dead for a second and that spooks us.
Because that's the spiritual transmitted disease. Absolutely. Yes. We here. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because sometimes the Periscope will freeze on us
and we'll
lose it and we don't know until everything goes. So we're not trying to push y'all.
Yeah, we're not trying to push y'all.
All right, so continue, babe.
Okay, where was I at? Because I panicked for a second. Where was I at?
We went past hairlines.
Oh, we went past the hairlines. Okay. But as I was saying, only one person can speak to my spirit.
Yes.
And the Lord gave me that. Everything else is a distraction of the enemy. Do you understand? With one sole purpose. If you guys...
somebody said, what if the spouse rebels?
Oh, what if the spouse rebels? Yes, rebels. The bond that breaks after infidelity. Oh my gosh, y'all, we can't go there because we got enough time. Okay?
Yeah, we
can't go enough time.
I know.
Tuesday. Questions on Tuesday. Y'all come back. What happens if a spouse
We do
rebels?
have Q&As all the time.
All the time.
Sundays usually are not Q&As.
Yes. Q&A on Tuesday. Okay. What if a spouse rebels? Okay. When you find a spouse that's actively...
So are you saying rebelling against the marriage, rebelling against God? But I guess if you get rebelling against the marriage, you are rebelling against God.
Right.
So speak to what you are thinking, babe.
I'm speaking of rebelling against what he knows to be ordained by the Lord. Okay. Everything. She said everything. He rebelled against everything. Okay. There is, I don't know why you're asking, won't take the lead. There's so many men that are not in their rightful place. Okay. When our site goes live, I'm going to have a corner in my site that's addressing the brothers specifically for taking their place in their marriage and owning up to their responsibilities. to their households, because there's so many men that don't even know what that looks like.
I'm about to bite my tongue,
Okay,
y'all.
you got us climbing up the wall. She knew.
Are
you new? Okay, because you just like pow, pow, pow. Wow. And so anyway, when you find a spouse that's in rebellion, number one, like someone already said, you got to pray.
Yes.
You got to pray. You got to go before the mercy seat of the Lord on their behalf. Number one.
Go recognizing who you are. Don't go before the mercy seat of God. Oh Lord, look what he's doing. Oh Lord, look at what he's saying. You go taking dominion and authority over the place that God put you in, right? Put you in. He put you in as his helpmate. Boo, it's time to help.
Yes.
And so you're like, what does that look like? I'm sorry, baby, I cut you off.
No,
sorry.
you're fine. You go.
Because here's pray on their behalf.
Yes.
That is one thing. Here is the thing. Sometimes, and I found myself in this place, and so I'm not coming at you, but this is marriage for real.
Because she had to do it for me.
Right. This is marriage for real. And so
we tell our business.
We have to just speak the real, period.
Yep.
Don't go before the Lord saying, oh Lord, look what this man done. Lord, this is the man God gave me. You, woman of God, you walk in your God-given authority and office, and you go before the throne of God with prayer. And one thing that we don't want to do, and fasting, because these things come out by what? Prayer and fasting. That's two things. Prayer, fasting, and you build that man up. You build him up. Because let me tell you what happens to most men right now in this generation, and what's happening is no one has been there to say, you are the head.
Nope.
This is what men do. And no, you can't teach your husband what to be or what leading looks like, but you can pray that thing through.
Yes.
See, when you get married, now it's time, girl, to work.
That's it.
We thought that, we got married and we got that dress and he's a man who I thought, no, boo, it's time to go to work. Because everything, the gates of hell is coming against this marriage. Believe that. But remember the word says, and the gates of hell should not prevail against that. Pray over your spouse. Anoint his pillow.